Rapid fire, I'm going to tell you everything that mattered in the Bills-Dolphins game for fantasy football. I do this for every single game Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. With Tua Tagovailoa, I'm not really concerned about the late interception as much as I am the very low yards per attempt passing. This is not a quarterback you want to roster, especially since he has no rushing upside. Devon Achane remains a top 10 running back in PPR. He gets a big boost in PPR like Christian McCaffrey, but in other formats I feel a little bit iffy. He's a shutdown and injury risk candidate. I dropped Ollie Gordon in some leagues for what I considered higher upside backups this week. He actually had a pretty solid game. He's one of the few rookie running backs who has not disappointed us yet, and he will be a solid option if Devon Achane gets injured. Jalen Wright was obviously a complete non-factor. Tyreek Hill had a decent game, but with him the main upside is he gets traded to a team with a competent quarterback. But even on this team, he has a pretty safe floor. He had 10 targets, and he still grades as one of the better receivers in the NFL. You'll never feel good about starting Jalen Waddle. I'm not a fan. Then again, he could have some solid weeks, especially if Hill gets traded. I really wish the Dolphins had a more exciting backup QB than Zach Wilson. Josh Allen remains locked in as the second best quarterback in fantasy football. The thing is, Lamar Jackson's rushing ability just pushes him a little bit ahead. James Cook locked in as a top 10 running back. We're seeing less and less competition. Ray Davis has basically disappeared this year. I used to view Ray Davis as one of the elite handcuffs to have in fantasy football, but now I see Ty Johnson getting more carries. I'm not sure it's his backfield as the number 2 anymore. I rated Dalton Kincaid higher than most experts because I still see him on the upswing of his career, and they don't have an elite passing option in this offense, but you're not going to get this every single week. There's going to be some wavering because of how much they spread the ball. You're going to have a lot of games like this where Josh Allen just throws less than 30 passes and no receiver gets more than 6 targets. That's why I had to downgrade Keon Coleman, who I got excited about after week 1 in my rankings, because he's just not going to get the volume and he doesn't get the separation scores yet that you want to see out of an elite wide receiver that you start every week. You can see where I rank all of these guys actually at my site fansports.com. It's up here. I'm updating ranks every single day, adding new features frequently. You guys have been awesome checking that out. Khalil Shakir is nothing more than a bye week filler in shallow leagues, just ignore him. And I was mildly disappointed by Matt Prater not getting that many field goal attempts. The Bills not running up the scoreboard that much in this game. He was my top streaming pick this week. I'm going to be updating streaming picks for kickers and defenses on my site soon. I'm coming for you, Brandon Aubrey. I think I can pick a guy any given week who will score more over the whole course of the season than Brandon Aubrey does for all you Brandon Aubrey fans out there. I'm coming for you. I think I'm literally the only guy who has beef with Brandon Aubrey at this point. He's the GOAT, but still, streaming kickers and defenses, check my other videos out. I explain that philosophy more. Unconventional management of the kicker and defense spots is one of the things that's allowed me to win 36% of my fantasy leagues over the 20 years I've been doing this thing. Usually I mention that earlier in the video because that's tactically when I should mention it, but you guys already know what it is. Sorry if I was a little bit low energy tonight, but I'm ready to go to bed and peacefully sleep with my wife and daughter. Thank you guys so much for spending a couple minutes of your day watching this. I appreciate you all. Stay learning. See you in the next one. Peace.